Hello. So today I'm going to show you how to get a griffin using a trap. So the first thing I did was I just tamed a really low level pterodactyl because I didn't really care about it. You don't want to care about it because the pterodactyl you tame is going to be a sacrifice in order to get a griffin. So you have to use one that you don't care about. So the next thing you want to do is you want to make a cage, and you want to have it at least 6 blocks tall because Griffin is 5 blocks tall, and if you make it 4 blocks tall then the Griffin won't go in. The Griffin does seem to be a little smaller whenever it's flying though, so it might go in, but I wouldn't risk it, so make it at least 6 blocks tall total, and then have the ceiling at the 6 block height, so that way under the ceiling there's 5 blocks that the Griffin can walk around in. Then you want the cage at least 7 to 8 blocks wide, just that way it gives you a little room to actually move around in it. And then you want the cage at least 15 blocks long. And then on the corner of the cage, you're going to want to make an entrance because this entrance will allow you to kite the griffin in later. So the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make magical sleepy arrows. And in order to make those, you're going to need to go to the magic forest, and you're going to need to get the mage weave bark from the trees. And then you're also going to need to get the magic berries from the bushes. And then you're going to need to just get normal arrows, which you just craft by getting wood and flint, I believe. Now that you have made a taming cage, you have made many magical sleepy arrows and tamed a low level pterodon that you don't care about. Now you need to go to the magical forest and find a high level griffin you are satisfied with. Once you find the griffin, you are going to want to fly up to it and aggro it that way. I made sure that my dino was on passive because I didn't want it to hurt the griffin. As you can see here, I lost the aggro of the griffin because I ran too far away, and also it didn't hit me for a long period of time, so it lost interest. And so I also landed and I got some water because I forgot I needed water. And I think I might have also eaten a little bit of food, but right afterward, I went right back and I re-aggroed it and I kited it into the cage, as you can see. So the Griffin did end up killing me and my tames. So after he did that, I just respawned. And since I respawned really close by, you might want to make a bed. I don't know if you can actually spawn at beds anymore or not. I forget. But actually, I haven't tried it. But once you respawn, just run back and quickly block up the entrance that the Griffin came into. And then he should just be stuck in there. Just try not to re-aggro the Griffin when doing that. It's a little tough. One thing that I did was, in order to make sure I still had my items to tame the Griffin with, is I put all my items inside of a chest near the cage instead of having it all on me, because whenever you die, not all of your items drop, but everything that you don't have in your hotbar or on your character, so like armor, does not stay with you. So I just threw everything in a chest beforehand, so I didn't lose anything other than like I think a few berries. After I ran back home to get some of my tames because I had to take care of that shadow leopard, I was eventually able to tame the griffin because I didn't want it knocked out and then the shadow leopard go and attack it or anything like that. So make sure the area is safe before actually taming the griffin. Also make sure that you actually have the magical sleepy arrows equipped on the bow, because the normal sleepy arrows and the arrows will not knock the Griffin out. So now that you have successfully knocked it out, all you have to do now is put some meat in it so that way it will tame up. And I personally did not have to use any sort of narcotics. I was ready to use some though because it's one of the later game dinos, I think. Because I think the highest level you can get in this game is level 80. And you can only get the saddle for the Griffin at level 60. So that's a pretty good grind. But it's pretty crazy how easily you can get it because I feel like this is actually really easy to do. Well, there you go, guys. That's all for today's video, and I hope you were able to successfully tame a Griffin yourself. If you did like the video, make sure to hit that like button down below, and if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. I'm trying to do daily uploads on PixARK. So far it's going pretty good. But yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video.